Let's go through issues. On the issues page, you're going to have short-term and long-term issues. The short-term are what you talk about at your level 10 meeting, and the long-term will be in reference to what you see on your VTO. So when you go to the VTO, you'll see the same set of long-term issues there, and you can update them in either place. On your long-term issues, you'll also see this toggle to make things public. What this does is make it so that your VTO can be shared with all teams. And if you have that turned on, it just means that that specific issue is able to be shared. By default, when you create a new long-term issue, the public toggle is off. So by default, you're going to not be sharing those long-term issues. To learn more about the VTO, check out that video. To create an issue, just like I did, click on the Create button. It defaulted to an issue since I'm on this page, but you can always switch it to another item. And then you have the short-term and long-term toggle there to select which one you would like to create. Give it a quick title, description. The who field is a bit different than the owner field. Owner is really who is addressing that issue with the group during the level 10 and presenting it, really with what it is. Who is if the issue is with a specific person, team, whatever it may be. So you can type in a name here and select that, but really it's just a free text field. So if you even wanted to put, marketing team or anything like that, write whatever you need to. It's completely optional, so you can leave that blank if you like. With your issues, in order to move them back and forth between short-term and long-term lists, when you click on each one, there is a clock icon at the top here. So that just allows you to move it back and forth between the short-term and long-term. If we go back to short-term, you'll see the list really act exactly the same way. When we open the items, the only thing that you're missing on these short-term lists is that public toggle doesn't exist since your short-term issues aren't on your VTO. This is really what you're focusing on at the meeting. It has the More Actions button, just like we see on to-dos, rocks, measurables across the board. So you can create to-dos out of your issues. And when you do that, it pulls in the details from that item. We also have this link. So if you're communicating with somebody outside of the software, you can easily just send them the link, copy the URL, and send them directly to this specific issue. You can update the who field if you'd like to, add attachments, add comments, all directly from right here. And if you need a shortcut to that More Actions button, a right click allows you to see the options to archive, delete, or create to-dos. You also have a quick sort for moving things to the top and bottom through that right click. You don't want to use the drag and drop feature there. You get a couple additional features when you actually go into the level 10 meeting function for sorting and viewing these issues. So check out the level 10 video if you're curious about that. And then just to talk through the archiving process, if you'd like to archive all of your completed issues, let's say we already talked about those and have them checked off, all you do is click on that double check, archive, and it takes them away. If you want to go in and view that specific archive, all you would do is toggle this over and it pulls up all of your previous issues that you've already talked about. And you can, of course, search through that list through your search icon, open up and see the details as well for those. That's it for issues. If you have any questions, please let us know through the chat. Good luck.